drain the darkness of the human soul. So you've got dopamine, right? That's the chemical that gets released in your brain whenever you do something pleasurable, like eating, sex, and that's just nature, right? Like rabbits and fish and shit. They need dopamine so that they want to consume and reproduce.
Okay.
But because humans have progressed and now have access to all the shit they want whenever they want it, it's easy for them to overdo and have dopamine problems. You know, it's not fucking rocket science, this stuff.
So there's nothing spiritually wrong with me?
No. It's like being diabetic. You know, it's like you can eat wrong and chemicals get released from your liver in a weird way. You know, you've been eating gluten and shit. And then eventually you've got a chemical imbalance from your liver. And something clicked and now you're diabetic forever, right? So like if you keep doing something too much, eventually there's a dopamine up, right? And you're kind of screwed up for life.
So what does that mean? I can get addicted to everything so I can't enjoy anything?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it means.
The addict people said something about me filling a hole.
Well, who's not filling a fucking hole, right? You know, I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? So let's talk about genetics now. You still have time?
Yeah, no, this is great.
Okay, let me get some visual aids. Give me just a sec.
Shortly after I started decoding all the symbols, like for example, you think this is some sort of satanic symbol, but it's telling you as above, so below. It's showing you the candy cane where Jesus the Son places his light into the hole. And what I'm telling you is that I started to decode everything and I realized that we're on a flat earth plane and that it's one side of a light hole is a black hole. So when you see the sun above your head, that's one side of a coin. It's one coin with two sides, for example. They say that we would be trapped on this division symbol right over here. So when you see that, when you hear the words Jesus, that would be the sun above your head, and Satan is the sun beneath your feet. You would be on this flat earth checkerboard right over here, and there's a hole at the center of the dish. When you see cops eating donuts, you know, in the UK, the cops put the checkerboards on their head, just like when you graduate from school, you put the motorboard on your head. They're showing you that it's a flat earth plane and that there's a hole at the center of the dish, and every single compass is pointing to it. And what's happening is, Jesus the Son, you see the candy canes are showing you that the sun, if you ever see a black hole, if you type into your computer, Google black hole and hit enter, and you hit the images button, you'll see pictures of black holes. They'll show you like a black hole with no light being able to shine through, and then other ones, they show you a disc with the sun being eaten and a candy cane, and then out from that disc comes this jet, an ash-trailing jet. So this astral light, all this stuff. Why do you walk into a church and do you see stained glass windows and stuff? Why do you blow out candles, close your eyes and make a wish? It's because the sun above your head is what's making your flesh and your bones and your blood. And now that you're here, if you want to bring something into reality, that's coming through the black sun. The black sun is, well, they say that the deepest that they can dig is 8 miles down or 12 miles down. They can't go any deeper because that's the other side. You would start on the other side where they show you in like Pirates of the Caribbean. They went into the vortex and then they popped in upside down. And that other place underneath us is the land of perpetual twilight. So if you look up the electric universe model, and they tell you Saturn was the primary sun that was stationary in the sky right over there with the land of perpetual twilight, nothing's changed. What's changed is that before you were under that flat line, and now you're on top of it. And we need to get to the center of the dish over here where the sun places its light into the hole. This would be the Holy Grail at the center of the dish, where the Aurora Borealis begins. At the 65th parallel, there's a time of the year where the sun spirals into the center of the dish and then spirals back out, bringing the seasons. And if you look online, on YouTube, you can see at the 65th parallel, there's cameras that follow the sun around for 3 whole days straight, round and round and round and round, while it spirals in. Now, every compass is pointing to the center of the dish. It's showing you on this one, the tree of life, and it says S-E-E. See the tree of life that's shooting out, and you see this one is the candy cane. Now, it's pointing to where Jesus the Son places his light into the hole, and out from that hole comes his green astral jet. So what I want to get across here is that the sun beneath us is stationary and fixed so that the light can shoot out of the holy hole, which is the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish.